Hi, I'm attorney Dave Buckley. When I meet clients for the first time, personal injury clients for the first time, one of the questions I always ask is, have you hit your head? Did you lose consciousness? And quite often, most people tell me that they don't know or they don't remember, and which isn't unusual. If they've been hurt in an accident, either it's a car accident or a slip and fall or something fell on their head, um, and they're brought to the emergency room, they will be assessed. They'll be evaluated by the treating physician. They'll ask that question: Did you lose consciousness? Did you hit your head? They'll probably do X-rays and CT scans to rule out any brain bleeds. But that doesn't end the inquiry. Even if the results of the CT scan or the X-rays come back as negative, meaning there are no obvious fractures or there are no obvious brain bleeds, you could still very likely have a concussion if you hit your head. And if you've been in a car accident or a slip and fall or something fell on your head, you're probably going to appear dazed and confused anyway, just given the circumstances that you've just endured. Yet when you go home and you're by yourself or you're with your loved ones, you might not feel okay, and a lot of times you'll chalk that up to having just been in an accident. But being aware of having a brain injury, and that's what a concussion is, it's a brain injury, and knowing the symptoms is very important for a couple of reasons. One, you want to be treated for a concussion in the event you have one, and two, you need to have it documented in your medical record that this head injury was related to the accident that you were just in. And a good way to get an at-home assessment of whether or not you have a severe concussion is using a form called the Acute Concussion Evaluation Form, or the ACE form, Acute Concussion Evaluation Form. And it's a fill-in-the-blank form. You can get it online. You can Google it, the Acute Concussion Evaluation Form. And it has 4 sections where you check off. It's a symptoms checklist. They ask you about physical and emotional and cognitive. And it's based on a 1 and a 0. Are you drowsy? If you are, it's a 1. If you're not, it's a 0. Are you irritable? If you are, it's a 1. If you're not, it's a 0. And these numbers all get added up to an eventual score. And there's a sheet here, a grade, and it says 0 is normal cognitive, and 6 is an extreme concussion that requires medical attention. And for the most part, if you have the head injury, you're probably not going to be quick to say I don't feel right, because you're not aware. You're not that self-aware, oddly enough, when you have a head injury, that you are off. But people who know you, your friends, your spouse, your kids, your relatives, they will recognize that you are acting differently. And it's one of those conditions that needs to be addressed real quickly so that you're given the proper treatment, and given the proper advice on how to get better more quickly, or perhaps even to address a situation that is getting worse. Maybe a brain bleed wasn't initially discovered and is now forming. So head injuries, they're really dangerous to ignore. They're using that sheet. If you download that sheet and fill it out and get a number that will be used to perhaps prompt you or your relatives to get you to a doctor or back to the emergency room real quickly. But in any event, like all injuries that have been as a result of getting injured through no fault of your own, documenting all of these injuries as quickly and as in real time and in proximation to the car accident, the slip and fall, getting hit on the head, very, very important to the value of your case and maintaining the value of your case. Thanks.